Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into the new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. Really trying to figure out if this is finally the foldable,
Right.
or if maybe there are some, let's say, surprising trade-offs involved.
Yeah, it's a really interesting point for foldables. Samsung's definitely aiming for something lighter, thinner, more durable too, and trying to make it feel more like a standard phone when it's closed. But,
Hmm.
the competition, especially from China, they've been pushing really hard in those areas already. So Samsung's not just innovating in a vacuum here.
Right, they're responding. Okay, so let's start with that design then. What's the first thing that jumps out at you?
Honestly, just how much smaller it feels. It's something like 10% lighter, and get this, 26% thinner, down to like 8.9 millimeters.
Yeah, 8.9 millimeter. That's pretty dramatic.
It really is. It means when it's closed, it doesn't have that sort of remote control feel anymore. It genuinely feels more like a regular flagship phone.
Okay, that sounds like a massive improvement for just carrying it around and using it closed, and the out of screen must help with that too.
Oh, absolutely. That's maybe the most critical change, practically speaking. They've shifted the outer display to a more standard 21.9 aspect ratio, 6.5 inches.
Ah, so typing and using apps normally is actually feasible now.
Exactly. Much, much better for everyday stuff. And then, you open it up and you've got that big 8-inch inner display. Proper tablet experience there.
Sounds great, but has it fixed everything? Are there still some of those, foldable quirks hanging around?
Well, yeah. Perfection is tricky, isn't it? The crease, for instance, it's still there.
Still visible.
Visible, yeah. Less obvious maybe, but definitely still there. And the hinge, it feels solid, durable, but it's quite stiff. Takes away a little bit from that sort of smooth luxury feel you might expect.
Okay. And I think I read something about the camera bump. Still an issue.
Yep. Still pretty prominent. Means the phone wobbles if you put it down flat on a table. Minor annoyance maybe, but it's there.
Right. Okay, let's talk cameras then. Foldables often kind of skimp here historically.
Right.
What's Samsung done with the Z Fold 7?
This is actually a really big deal. They've put in a 200 megapixel main sensor.
200 megapixels. Seriously. Like the S25 Ultra.
Exactly like the S25 Ultra. It basically puts the Fold 7 right up there in terms of imaging. It signaled they're not compromising on cameras anymore for the foldable line. Plus the ultra-wide lens is improved too. It can do macro shots now, which is pretty handy.
Okay, that's impressive. And for just watching stuff, using it for media, how are the displays?
The displays themselves, beautiful, really vibrant, accurate colors, and they get incredibly bright, up to 2680 nits for HDR content. Great for watching videos.
I sense a butt coming.
Yeah. There's usually a but. The speakers, they've actually taken a step back.
Oh, really? How so?
They're just mediocre, a bit tinny, weak bass. It's almost certainly a compromise they made to get the phone that thin.
Okay. The classic thinness versus features trade-off. Makes sense.
Exactly. You gain thinness, you might lose speaker volume or quality.
So, under the hood, performance-wise.
It's got the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip. Same one as the S25 Ultra, but it's actually overclocked slightly for the Fold.
Overclocked, so it's fast.
Oh, yeah. For everyday tasks, web browsing, that sort of thing, it's incredibly quick.
Yeah.
Even faster than some rivals in quick bursts. But, and this is important, if you push it hard for a long time.
Like gaming or video editing.
Precisely. Like sustained heavy load, the performance can actually drop quite significantly, maybe up to 50%, just to manage the heat in that thin chassis.
Okay. So powerful, but maybe not for marathon gaming sessions if you want peak performance the whole time.
Probably not, no. It's something potential power users need to be aware of.
Got it. And what about battery life and, crucially, charging speeds?
Battery life seems pretty solid, actually. That 4400 mAh battery gives excellent video playback, like 30 hours on the cover screen.
30 hours is great.
It is. But the charging?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still stuck at 25 watts.
Only 25 watts. On a phone this expensive, that feels slow.
It is slow compared to the competition. Definitely a bit of a head-scratcher for a premium device in 2025.
Okay, let's switch to software. Any big changes there?
Yeah, the software feels really mature now. It's running Android 16 with One UI 8. They've added some neat things like the Now bar for easier app switching, and all the Galaxy AI features are integrated circle to search, generative edit, that kind of stuff. The whole multitasking experience feels very fluid, very optimized for the folding screen.
Okay, software sounds good. But this brings us to maybe the most controversial point.
Yeah.
The S Pen. What happened?
Yeah, it's gone. Completely removed support for the S Pen.
Wow. That feels like a huge change for the Fold identity. Why?
It seems like a deliberate sacrifice they made to achieve that thinner and lighter design. It fundamentally shifts what the Fold is. It makes it maybe more appealing to a broader audience who just want a cool, foldable phone and tablet.
But potentially pushes away the loyal users, the professionals who relied on that S Pen for productivity.
Exactly. It's less of a productivity powerhouse, maybe more of a luxury media device now.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting strategic choice by Samsung.
So wrapping things up then, it sounds like the Z Fold 7 is, in many ways, Samsung's best fold yet.
Oh, for sure. It's incredibly refined, especially the design. Makes the whole foldable concept feel much more mainstream, more accessible, and the camera upgrade is significant.
But not quite perfect.
Definitely not perfect. You've got the slower charging, the slightly disappointing speakers, the performance throttling under heavy load, and of course the really big one dropping the S Pen. That's a major feature removal.
So it really comes down to priorities for the user, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Is that sleek, almost normal phone feel worth giving up something core like the S Pen and accepting those other compromises? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Well, fascinating stuff. If you found this deep dive valuable, definitely make sure you follow our channel for more insights like this.